Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here to talk a little MLB action Sunday, August 18th. And I brought Scott Huggy Bear Steen, by the way, we just figured out. And Cam used to be Baby Jesus Ross to talk some MLB rapid fire style. They're each going to give you one side, one total from Sunday's baseball action. You guys are going to like, share, subscribe. Use that promo code right down there, LENNY20. Saves you 20% off. Picksandparlays.net. All their premium plays, best bets, VIP stuff is all over there. Picksandparlays.net. Also, drop in the comment section what you're into. Player prop, side, total, first five, Nerfy, no bat ninth inning, whatever kind of weirdness you're into. We want to hear about it. Sports related. There's your disclaimer. Yeah, sports related. Kansas City Royals with cheese, El Royale with cheese. In Cincinnati playing the Reds. Money lines even up. Cam Ross, what do you got for us?
Yeah, this Kansas City team, this has been a team you and I have talked about all season. We're both pretty high on this team. We both think they have a live chance to win this division outright. You have said multiple times you think they're the best team in this division. I took them earlier this week on another rapid fire at the plus money in game one of this series. They won 7-1. They're just a good baseball team, and they're a team trying to punch their ticket into the playoffs. They have the wild card, but it seems like they're trying to win the division outright, to get a better seeding. Stinger on the mound for them. He's split 8-8, but he's got a 3.32 ERA. Andrew Abbott on the other side, 10-9, 3.59 ERA. If Kansas City is going to win this division, if they're going to make some noise in the playoffs, have a good seed, they have to beat teams on the road, even teams much like Cincinnati, who is trying to figure it out, trying to maybe slip in late in the year. September, there's a lot of games left. But I just like Kansas City to keep it going. And, this is a good price. It's pretty much even money. And I think they're the better team in this matchup. They have the better offense and the better pitcher. So I'm going to go with Kansas City to keep it going and get the win on Sunday.
Yeah, there you have it. I mean, two teams that are clawing wild card, but I still think Cleveland slips. And Minnesota, whatever. I'm not worried about them, but I think Kansas City slips into that division. Scott Steen's he's just bursting with excitement as a Royal fan. Whatever. I'll keep this party going. Nats and the Phillies. Phillies minus 185. Big number at home here, Scott Steen. Scott Huggy Bear Steen. I got to get that in my head. Talk to me about this game.
Yeah, that's a big number, and it is way too big. I'm riding with the Nats here as they send Jake Irvin to the mound against Taijuan Walker for the Phillies. I'll tell you what, boys, the Phillies are lucky to play in the division that no one wants to win. On July 1st, Phillies were 26 games over 500, led the Braves by 8 games. Since then, they've gone 17-21, and they now lead the Braves by 8 games. Walker has struggled all season long, and after the Phillies won 4 of his first 5 starts, largely by scoring 30 runs in those 4 wins, they've now lost his last 6. Nats started off season losing 9 of his first 11 starts despite a 3.43 ERA, 102 whip. The Nats didn't help him at all offensively, just 2.3 runs per game in that stretch. They've gone 9-5 since in his starts, and he has been an absolute beast on the road, giving up 2 earned runs or less in 6 of his 8 road starts. Nats won all 6 of those games. Both pins have nearly identical stats, so we're going to ride a terrific road pitcher against a team that's kind of just running in place with a pitcher who has exactly 2 quality starts and none since May 11th. Give me the Nats plus 155.
I like that, and I do. Like, nobody wants to win this division, for God's sake, and nobody wants to run away with this. Nats plus 155 on the road in Philly. Guys, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, promo code LENNY20. 20% off picksandparlays.net, where you keep this parlay or this party going. You want to throw these all picks in a parlay? You do, you Pikachu. 3-team round robin. Hey, I got winners for you. We're going to keep going here. Go right back to Scott Steen here. Padres, Rockies. Big total, 11.5. I already got burned on this one time, this series. Where are you going with this one?
I'm playing the under, buddy. I'm stepping out. I'm being bold. I'm playing an under in Colorado as Dylan Cease goes for the Padres against Kyle Freeland for the Rocks. Cease has quietly been one of the best pitchers in baseball over the last 2 months. 2.10 ERA, 0.87 whip since June 21st. He has made 5 road starts in that stretch. He has given up 0 earned runs in 3 of them. Faced Colorado twice this season, 4 earned runs in 12 2/3, including 7 innings of one-hit baseball in his one start in Denver this season. Now, as you might expect of a Rockies pitcher, with Kyle Freeland, there is a huge difference in his home and road splits. What you wouldn't expect is he is way better at home versus the road. On home, 3.06 ERA. On the road, a 8.23 ERA. 5 runs difference. That is brutal. Spent 9 weeks on the IL with an elbow strain. Since he's come back in June, he has given up over 3 runs just once in 9 starts. Of course, you always have to worry about the Rockies again, but like Freeland, they're worse on the road, and we likely will only have to see him for 3 innings, hopefully even 2. Give me the under in this game. 11.5 as San Diego goes against Colorado.
There you have it. Under 11.5. Big number in Colorado. Get after it. Scott Steen, we appreciate you. Cam Ross, you're going to finish us off with this total here. Giants and the A's. 7.5. Opposite. Low end of a total. Where are you going with this one?
Yeah, this is a shaky total for 2 pitchers with ballooned ERAs. Blake Snell's 2-3, 3.91. But he's won 3 of his last 5. JP Sears is 10-8, 4.32, won 4 of his last 5. But the biggest thing in both of those, with them each winning, is the offenses have shown up. You know, the offenses are helping them. Both guys are winning games, but they're giving up 3 and 4 and 5 runs in that stretch. San Francisco is another one of those teams that if they have a good final 4 weeks, 5 weeks, they could sniff a wild card. They could chase a wild card. They're going to have a good schedule down the stretch. But for a team, just like I said earlier, for a team to have a chance to make a playoff run, they have to beat teams on the road, especially bad teams. You know, Oakland, they have 1 more month in Oakland forever, and they're coming out there with you, Lenny. I think both teams are going to score runs in bunches. I think both pitchers are going to have issues. They're going to give up their handful of runs. I don't think 7.5 is enough. I think both teams will score 5 or 6 runs apiece. I'm going to take the over in this one.
All right, I had the mute button on. Picksandparlays.net's where you head over there to find all these guys' premium plays. Like, share, subscribe. Quick rundown here. Cam Ross likes the Royals money line. He also likes the Giants and the A's over 7.5. Scott Steen likes the Nats plus money here on the road, and he also likes the Padres and the Rockies under 11.5. Good luck unless you're against us, folks. Take care. Have a good Sunday.